Hey, Duane, thank you for doing this. Could you just speak to the frustration level regarding the offense and just the 6 trips to the red zone?
Yeah, yeah. I was proud of everyone's effort. That was a really good defense, real tough environment to play in. Be able to put up the kind of yards and execute to get down there is a great task. But just got to find ways to finish those drives and get three, and get six instead of three. Really good offense that they have as well. So being able to combat that with touchdowns instead of field goals, we were unable to finish those drives. Is when you're in it, you don't have as much frustration because coming away with points is always a good thing. But as you look back on it, so many opportunities to take the lead and take control of the game, that we let go. So very frustrated, just something that, we got to correct and be better at next week.
Duane, when you went back and watched, was there anything that stood out about it? A common theme there?
No, it was a little bit of everything. Sometimes, they schemed up some stuff that got us. Sometimes it was just execution individually. It was just like that. It was maybe a block that could have been made better, or a missed assignment. A route that could have been ran different. It's just a little thing here or there. And again, like I said, the one play, 22 ran up the B gap, C gap. That's a good play by him. You know what I mean? So it's a combination of things. That kept us from executing where we wanted to. But we just got to find a way to eliminate those.
Wayne, having said that, the frustration, like kind of watching the film and seeing, play here or there, do you guys kind of feel like this one got away, like you let this one get away, that, just a couple of plays you would have won?
100%. Again, I'll start off by saying that's a really great team we played, and I don't take anything away from them. They did what they had to do to get a win. But for us offensively, to be able to put up that kind of yardage, you look at those yards and look at how well we executed, you would look at those and think we came away with the win, but it's just a minor details, 3 to 4 plays, that was all the difference. And so we understand that, and we critique ourselves harshly, and we take accountability for that. At the same time, we never lose our confidence, knowing that we had a great outing against a really good defense. Just got to find a way to finish those drives. That's going to be the difference between winning and losing.
Duane, now that you worked a couple of weeks with Mike as a QB1, what do you think of his play? What have you seen from him? What can you tell us?
He's played great. Obviously, the Chicago game, firing on all cylinders. Again, the Minnesota defense is tough. We put ourselves in a lot of third down situations. Really good pass rush. Really good veteran secondary. And he made some big time throws, some crucial situations. I thought he kept his poise, and the talk in the huddle was always positive. It was always really talking confidence to the offense. And we never lost faith or lost sight of the end goal. There was never a moment in time we thought we were going to lose that game. And he took some big hits as well, and got up and brushed himself off and made some big time throws right after that. So really proud and happy of the way he's been performing.
Duane, did you learn anything about Mike yesterday? That was your first time in a huddle with him, like you said, in a sort of a nip and tuck game there.
I always thought he was a really poised person. Just his demeanor. He's kind of even keeled and never too hot, never too low. And last week, again, the Chicago game, playing at home, kind of everything was going right. But he still stayed the same. He celebrated, but he was never too high. You know what I mean? And so, I didn't know. I figured it would be the same. Like I said, I knew it was going to be a dogfight, at Minnesota. Again, the defense, the team as a whole, and in a very loud environment. He's who I thought he would be. You know what I mean? But he really was very passionate. He was very passionate in the fourth quarter, especially. Again, just the messaging of wanting to close the game out the right way. So it was really good to see.
Duane, how exhausting is a game like that for an offensive lineman? I think you guys ran, 85 plays when you include the penalties, and you drop back 59 times, I think. Just what's that like for an offensive lineman?
It's a day at the office, man. You never know how these games are going to shake out. Some games you have 60 plays. Some games you have 80 to 90 plays. Some games you'll run the ball 40 times. Some games you'll pass it 50, 60 times. You never know. So it's always a hard day's work. And again, going against that defense, they have a really, really, really good front seven. So it was a great challenge. You know what I mean? It was a very fun game though to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like even the highs and lows, I had a lot of fun out there, and I feel like guys up front had a lot of fun out there. You know, it would have been a lot more fun to come out with a win. But as challenging as physically demanding as it was a good one to be a part of.
Wait, just going back to Mike for a second. When you have a quarterback who has that kind of poise and a willingness to take big hits and come back from those hits, especially on the road in a hostile environment, what kind of impact does that have on the rest of the team?
That shows a resiliency. You know what I mean? First up front, you never want to see him take those kind of hits, but to see him never waver, standing there and felt like that he got hit a real big hit on the third down, I think 3rd and 10, and then got up, delivered a 4th and 10 bullet to Corey Davis. You know what I mean? And that kind of play just it just shows you what he's made of. You know what I mean? Never wavers. You know what I mean? I think team recognizes that, and everyone kind of responds to it.
Duane, does this feel like a big one this week in Buffalo? Division game in December, both of you guys, at the top of the standings?
It's a huge game. Obviously, every week we have a championship mindset, but playing meaningful football in December on the road, they're first in the division. Obviously, we got the better end of it the last time we played them. We expect it to be a really tough game, you know what I mean? And a great atmosphere. So we got to correct everything that we had, the mishaps we had Sunday. We got to correct that in order to go in there and be successful.
If you beat Buffalo after a week after a really good second half performance on the road against a very good team, what kind of message do you think that would send the rest of the league just about how good you guys are and how dangerous you might be if you get into the postseason?
I think people really understand the kind of talent we have, the kind of ability we have already. If we're able to go in there and win, I think, I don't know, I can't say what people might feel about us after that, but I feel like we have people's respect. I think people, understand that we're legit and we're a team to be reckoned with. We just have to continue to play our brand of football, play mistake-free as possible, and put together a total 4 quarters. You know what I mean? We can't start slow out there at all. We got to start fast. But I think we go in and get the win. I think it just adds to, whatever people already feel about us.
Duane, what have you thought of Bam Knight with the opportunity he's gotten the last 2 weeks?
I think he's been great. I'm not sure how many carries he had last week, but he had some big runs. He had the big zone run from down the sideline. That was a big momentum boost for us. He had a big tough run in the red zone where he got hit in the backfield, still managed to get down to the 1 yard line. He runs tough. I think he's been a really good addition.